But the businesses, Librado, 9 to 5 workers, and streamers debate about what's harder. Shit, it's pros and cons to both worlds. I might agree with both sides or I might not, nigga. Who knows?
Like
no,
that,
she
dude.
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk? Can I talk? Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job is
chill.
you would have to actually have to go to work.
Oh! Went to school.
I don't care for the whole intro shit, nigga. Get to it.
I gotta work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have
No, I'm not.
steady rate.
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed pay.
Guaranteed pay if you
No,
work.
I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
gotta work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't
Just
get paid
to
either.
accumulate.
You don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have people in the chat spamming L's. Oh, this is frustrating. We don't like this video. You have to create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a
Nah, cause you gotta do that on stream. You gotta do that at work too, nigga. You gotta put on a fucking character. You can't be you in neither environment.
streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F does not define shit.
If streaming is so easy, how?
Fucking old dick rider. Are you serious? Gang, you old as shit. It really bothered me when old niggas try to do this social media shit. You old as shit, gang. You ain't got your life together yet. I don't know.
I want to do. F that. F does not define shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I get called fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's a
Yeah.
homeboy.
Yeah, you're right, homeboy. You're right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing flags.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless.
We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things. I had to read it myself. That voice was aggravating as fuck.
I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day too.
We deal with tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up and asking for a picture. You know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that special?
That is difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever,
You think this is going to
Definitely not gonna last forever, but my nigga, shit. If you make your mark, you could immortalize yourself. Shit.
That's
That is
special.
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever,
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's gonna last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook,
you gotta grind.
you have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would you
Job.
do? If you lost completely all your YouTubers, you had nothing, no one watched you anymore, I didn't even watch you anymore, what would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work. Oh my God, did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur.
Gang, are you serious? Bro, y'all stink, my nigga. Get in the shower.
I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn around.
Yeah, but you're proving my point.
You would have to turn around.
You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all tomorrow.
Yeah, but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there. You
could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system.
Nigga lying, man. Your face just ain't stamped, bro. When your face stamped, nigga, they could tear you down and you'll come back up like it's nothing. Look at CW. He a prime example. That nigga face so stamped, they can't cancel him. Nigga, his fan base is straight hate, my nigga. That's about the best fan base you can get. Feel me? Because that's all the internet full of. That's all they want to see. Why not be a part of the problem? Telling you, dog.
You could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook.
You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
Like, I gotta make sure I get the 4 Loco can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work. That's what we have to do.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Nice to meet you,
From
Rhonda.
Man, is you fucking serious? My nigga, she get a round of applause just cause she a registered nurse from the South? What is y'all trying to say? Y'all trying to say women from the South can't do it too? Nigga, I smell offense off them claps. Ah, man, stop all that, gang.
35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
You get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done
You
it?
get spoiled. You get spoiled, and your mama and daddy keep giving it to you.
Rhonda, guys, I got a question for Rhonda. I got a question for Rhonda.
I think Rhonda old ass projecting. My bad, Rhonda. Shit, God said I'm not supposed to be born yet. Whose fault is that but yours? You mad cause you was born way before me, gang? Be happy you still living to even breathe the same air I breathe. Like, let's keep it a bug, gang. Rhonda projecting.
Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30
dead
days straight,
24/7.
hours a day.
Day and night. No break.
We all streamed
That
for.
ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working
that
7 to
ain't
3.
good.
You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
If you know how
day
hard
were
it
you
is
a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a 3-minute ad.
pass trays.
Yeah, that's why I draw the line. I'm not cleaning up no nigga, nothing that got to do with leaving his fucking body. No way, gang. Everything that's inside must stay in or clean it yourself. Yeah, Rhonda, I think I'll give you a clap. Shit, she damn near deserved it. She got a hard job, but streaming for 30 days straight, that's hard. It's not really hard. It's just more annoying because you can't move how you want to move.
You're short-handed.
Talk about the fake relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now,
It's fake
think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person, we call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging you.
I got caught with
based on
my
it.
ex.
I got
in
caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger people. You care about what people think, social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
That's
job.
our job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh,
You're short-handed.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
Little brother, you might be frying up some chicken with that one. I ain't gonna lie. Cause he ain't lying, shit. You only saving one life. Niggas saving thousands of niggas from boredom, gang. Boredom is a real thing. No.
Actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
he part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
That's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
Go.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
How would even go as far to say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a
Why
year.
is she laughing, bro? She making me.
Fuck is she laughing at, gang? That nigga worked 2 jobs for 8 months. That ain't no motherfucking just no walk in the park. Fuck. And this nigga was at Wally World, gang. You know they was slaving his ass.
Yeah.
I actually feel like they're wrong.
A 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do.
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it
Talk
easier
about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have a job because their pay is
Yeah,
guaranteed.
when you go to